Disclaimer. I am not going to be talking as much in this video so you guys can hear the people talking. I will also not be editing this video as much so you guys can see the full video. And lastly, I will make my face cam smaller than usual so you guys can see as much as possible. Enjoy.
American history. By the title, you already know what I'm about to react to. I have like a few minutes. Okay, so I don't really have time to go to the bathroom. I really need to, but I'm gonna be neat and I'm gonna watch this reaction of SpaceX launching. I forget their names, but he's launching 2 or 3 astronauts into space to go to the International Space Station. So
and begin to retract the Strongback.
Here it is. We got 4 minutes.
We'll move back about 2 degrees. That'll get us to the liftoff position. At liftoff,
yes, I did.
The Strong.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I closed out of it.
And about 45 degrees away.
Started. Turn on notifications. I don't know why. Oh, this isn't my account.
Stage 2, RP1 bleed.
I got onto YouTube so fast I got onto my dad's account.
The Strongback retract has started.
Like
on the left, you'll see it go back just a couple of degrees.
Accounts.
Stage 1, RP1 bleed.
Okay. I got my root beer. It's backwards, but I got root beer, so this is gonna be a pretty fun experience.
We are just 4 minutes away from liftoff.
I've been drinking it for
at this moment, Bob and Doug are really just laser focused on those displays. They have insight
if you see me from a
directly
distance
into Dragon
this,
and the Falcon
it looks
9.
like I'm holding a bottle of beer.
Fuel loading is
Actually,
at.
I can hardly see
Everything's
myself
progressing down with the count.
I record with
AFTS
my face
final
cam
setup
with my
started.
phone. Okay.
3.5 minutes from
tape
launch.
measure with me. Pretty
And
cool.
the Strongback is now reclining away from the Falcon 9.
I don't know what I'm doing. Got 3 minutes and counting down 15, 14, 13 seconds. Okay. So far,
igniter purges.
I've seen that they put liquid oxygen and liquid helium into it. And they're probably going to put other stuff in.
I'll go
putting
bleed.
something in right now.
Dragon has
And the
transitioned
steam
to terminal
is,
count and is on internal power.
It's supposed to do that.
Stage 1, lock load, closed out.
It's not about to explode. Thankfully.
Okay, we're at T-minus 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
I'm actually
Stage
really...
1 LOX load is closed out. Stage 2 will continue to load for about another half a minute or so. Once we get the completion of Stage 2 LOX loading, we have to vent down the line, so you'll see another large white cloud coming off of the Strongback. That'll be normal. That'll happen
Vehicle
around
is transitioning to internal
T-minus
power.
1 minute and 40 seconds. We're going on internal power now.
Okay, like I was going to say, I'm a
few seconds
huge
away
supporter
from the
of
Stage 2
SpaceX
LOX
and
load
all
being
of Elon
complete.
Musk's work, so
It's been almost
really
9
hoping
years
this,
since we've been in this position.
goes well.
A lot of work done by thousands
Even
of
if I
people to
wasn't,
get
I
to this
still
point. All our eyes
hope
focused
this
on
will go
2
well.
now.
What is that? Is it raining now? Did it just start raining?
Stage 2, lock load is closed out. Propellant fills are complete.
What's happening? I swear to God, if this gets
Dragon
postponed
is in auto
again-
idle.
Is that rain? I can't tell.
Stage 2 LOX load complete. All
Doesn't
fuel,
look like
all
anything's happening
oxidizer
to
on
this camera
Falcon
up here,
9.
so
1 minute 34
I don't know,
seconds to
someone
go
must
till
be
launch.
spraying that bottom camera with. I burped and it burned my nose. Oh my God. Oof. That was painful. I was gonna say someone must be spraying water on that camera down there or something. I don't know. I don't know why there's water being covered down there. That burn, oh my God. It felt like I just sniffed a bunch of pool water up
Falcon
my nose.
9 is in startup. Dragon is in
Sniffed
countdown.
water up. I don't know what I'm
FTS
talking
is
about.
armed for launch.
Under a
50
minute now, the
seconds.
FTS,
Let's
the
go.
flight
We're gonna
termination
do
system,
things,
has been
and this
armed.
is gonna be neat.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
Cheers. Oh, I just hit my lamp.
SpaceX Dragon, we're go for launch. Let's light this candle.
Oh, I should have done that in the first place.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Better angled face cam, you can see my bed now. Oh. It's counting down. Let's do this.
Stage 1 tanks pressing for flight.
T-minus 15 seconds.
I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. That burn
10,
like, did
9,
something to me.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, here it goes.
Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX. Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
Godspeed.
America has launched.
One Alpha.
And so rises a new era of American spaceflight,
Stage 1
and with it
propulsion
the
is nominal.
ambitions
Wow,
of a
that's
new
going
generation
really fast.
continuing the dream. 20 seconds into flight,
300
stage 1
miles an hour.
propulsion is nominal.
It's already almost 2
T plus 30 seconds into this historic mission.
In like
Flying crew
30
on
seconds.
board Dragon and Falcon 9, and look at them
how
go.
fast it's going. It's doubled its
Falcon
speed.
power telemetry nominal.
And as it gets farther away from
M1D throttle down.
it's going to start
We're
speeding
throttling down to get ready for the
We're
period
slowing
of
down.
maximum dynamic pressure.
up. This root
We're in the
beer
throttle
shouldn't
bucket. Reports say all systems are go.
drink. Okay, so it's going
Vehicle is supersonic.
good so far.
We've exceeded Mach 1 on the Falcon 9.
Who's this camera?
M1D throttle up.
They should
We're
put the rocket in the
throttling back
middle
up
of
to
the
full power as we're through
Bravo.
max Q.
Copy 1 Bravo.
camera. Okay, no, I'm not going to see the rocket.
And we heard that 1 Bravo call out. That's just the second abort zone that they're in. They'll continue to be on this until the first stage has done
Oh,
its
it's the
job
camera
and they
from
switch
inside.
over to the second. At this point, Bob and Doug pulling about 2.3 Gs, 2.3
Okay.
times the Earth's gravity,
There we
already
We're
moving at
starting
over
back engine chill.
1,500 miles per hour.
We've heard the call
my
out for
God.
MVAC engine chill.
the
That's
fast
getting the
it's going.
MVAC engine ready to light.
at
That'll come at about
3,000 miles an hour so
2:44
far.
into flight.
Or
Right
kilometers
now,
an hour.
everything continuing to look good. Next major event coming up is going to be the triple. We'll have main engine cutoff of the 9 first stage engines, stage separation,
How dark
and then
it is.
ignition of the second stage engine to
They're
continue to
almost
carry
space.
astronauts into orbit.
And they're in orbit. Well, almost.
Coming up in about 20 seconds.
M1D throttle down.
You can see, like, right there, the edge of the Earth.
We heard
Or
we're
not
throttling
really the
down the
edge,
Merlin
but like the
engines
curve.
on the first stage.
The rocket looks like a rice cuticle in the sky.
And we have Miko.
Eco.
2 Alpha.
Falcon stage separation confirmed.
Yeah, I think they're
Falcon 2
over there.
Alpha.
MVAC ignition.
It's still speeding up.
All right, we have stage separation confirmed. The first stage beginning its flight back. The second stage being powered by that single Merlin 1D vacuum engine has ignited and is now
Acquisition of signal
carrying
loss.
Bob and Doug
In 3
into
minutes
orbit.
so far.
So they're going to continue under the power of this second
Stage 2
stage,
propulsion is nominal.
which will cut off at SECO, or second engine cut off at about 8 minutes and 44 seconds into today's flight. So a little over 5 minutes to go still on this second stage. You heard the call out to Alpha, so they're now in the longest
And they
abort
get, like,
zone that carries
touchscreen
them
stuff, so
all the
that's
way from
actually
about
really
North
cool.
Carolina up the eastern seaboard, almost to Canada. Things looking good, though, getting good call outs, nominal propulsion on that second stage. Bob and Doug continuing to make their way into orbit.
And I've seen, like, the spacesuits they wear. They look actually pretty comfortable compared to the
Dragon
ones
SpaceX
for the
nominal
moon.
trajectory.
So that's pretty cool. I think ones for
Acquisition
the
of
moon
signal
are
in Bermuda.
designed differently.
SpaceX Dragon
too,
nominal
so
trajectory.
these are a lot lighter.
All right, here in nominal trajectory, so Dragon pointed
they
in the
look
right
lighter.
direction, continuing to make their flight uphill. Heard acquisition of signal Bermuda. That's one of the other ground stations that they're using to get
There we go.
telemetry and data back
At
from the
8,000
space.
miles
Stage
an
2
hour now,
propulsion is
so
still
that's
nominal.
It's really fast. They're 173 kilometers into the sky too. its root beer has lost a lot of its flavor. So you can see on that thing on the bottom, it looks like a small like
A
timeline.
little over 4 minutes, 40 seconds into the flight. Bob and Doug flying at more than 5,600 miles
Dragon
per hour.
SpaceX nominal trajectory.
Already almost 200 miles
Nominal
downrange
trajectory.
from the Kennedy Space Center. Nominal trajectory continuing.
Oh, wait, is that other rocket coming back down? Well, of course it is. So this little timeline thing on the bottom, that's like
And
an
while they
order of
continue
events
uphill, looks
that
like we
they're
are
gonna
getting a
have to
view
go
of the
through.
first stage as well.
Yep, on your right screen, you can see that first stage with the grid fins deployed. It's making its way back to attempt to land on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You today. And we're just about a couple minutes away from the entry burn, and that's where 3 of the 9 Merlin engines do ignite to help slow the vehicle down as it re-enters back into the Earth's atmosphere. And then after the entry burn will be the landing burn, which is just a single engine
Dragon
burn.
SpaceX nominal trajectory.
And you heard
Nominal
Starting
trajectory.
chill for entry burn.
there's that call out. They are still on a nominal trajectory on Dragon, still on second stage, and that's that MVAC engine on second stage on your left screen.
Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm just trying to listen to the stuff they're saying, and I'm
Again, on your right screen is that first stage booster coming back towards our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You. We're about a minute away from entry burn.
I don't want to talk over them, just so you guys can
Meanwhile,
hear
that
too,
second
so.
stage continuing to power Dragon into orbit. Again, if you're keeping an eye on that timer, that's going to continue to burn until 8 minutes and 44 seconds into flight. So a little over 2 minutes from now, we'll hear the call out SECO. It'll then be a little
Stage
under,
2
or a
propulsion
little
is still
over,
good.
a little over 3 minutes until Dragon physically separates from the second stage of the Falcon 9 after the upper
Dragon
stage gets a
SpaceX
chance.
nominal trajectory.
Dragon copies. Nominal trajectory.
Continuing to check in with Bob and Doug as they are on a nominal trajectory. Just about 10 seconds away from that first stage, starting that entry burn on your right screen. We should be able to see that view live.
It's actually really cool how you can return rockets back, or how he can make it so rockets are returning. Okay, it's broken the atmosphere
And
now.
there is that entry burn beginning.
It's broken. The atmosphere is
This
entered
burn
the
lasts about
atmosphere.
36 seconds long.
Stage
Trying
2
to slow
FTS
itself
is
down.
saved.
That's why it's doing that. And I don't think this has a parachute on it, so they're gonna have to
Well,
use
that entry
the
burn continues.
fuel
We're
on the
just about a
bottom
minute
for it.
away from SECO. We'll have a number of events all happen in rapid succession. It'll
Copy,
be the
shutdown.
second engine cutoff.
Stage 1
We'll
entry
be
burn
looking for
shutdown.
that stage 1 landing burn shortly after.
Yeah, actually, just within a few seconds of each other. It's such a cool view on your left screen, seeing Bob and Doug on Dragon.
Yeah, I think that
Right now you can
speed
see the
is
displays that they are seeing
rocket
right
on
now
the right.
themselves.
Terminal guidance.
MVAC throttle step.
Okay, the rocket on the right is moving really
We
fast.
are coming up 25 seconds or so away from SECO, or second engine cutoff.
This is also the point where Bob and Doug are experiencing their highest G-force. We're seeing the counter tick
Yeah.
up to right about
Stage 1
1.8.
Copy Shannon.
You heard Shannon, so that just means they're in their final abort zones. If they were to abort at this point, it would either be an abort to orbit or to land off the coast of Ireland, standing by for second
Ireland, wow, it's actually kind of far
MVAC
away.
throttle step.
They've moved a huge distance
back
in
shut
a
down.
very
Stage
little
one line
time, so it's really impressive.
Confirmation of SECO's second engine cutoff.
Now we are waiting for our first stage to make its way to our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You.
Dragon SpaceX nominal orbital insertion.
Is the name okay? So
Just
looking for
confirmation
is
is nominal
Dragon
orbital
copies.
insertion.
Nominal orbital insertion.
And what you're seeing on your screen is a live view of our drone ship, where our first stage will be coming down.
Oh,
Looks like we lost that live view, but we'll wait for confirmation of that landing shortly here.
Falcon 9 first stage successfully landed.
And there you can see on your screen, Falcon 9 has landed. This is the first Falcon 9 to carry humans to orbit, so very exciting for us.
Means that they can use
And
their
as you
rocket
can see
again
on
to
your
do
right
the
screen,
exact
Bob
same
and
thing.
Doug are still making their way to their targeted orbit.
M1D to recovery 1.
So exciting today.
M1D.
It doesn't stop.
It does not stop.
All right, we did hear again that call out, good orbital insertion, so
Like
that
everyone's
means
6 feet apart in there.
Falcon 9 and Dragon right now exactly where they're supposed to be.
M1D to FRC on recovery 1.
And it's right at about 12 minutes
What is
when
that?
Dragon will separate. Looks like
think
we
you lost
saw a
something.
0G indicator floating around there. I know Bob and Doug owe us a little bit about what exactly that is that they brought up with them.
I don't think you can reach it.
And before separation, before Dragon initiates separation from the second stage, they do make sure to they do ensure that the vehicle is not spinning and it is in good condition before we separate.
That's right, the upper stage does small attitude maneuver using some cold gas thrusters built into the rocket body itself.
It's moving really fast. 27,000 kilometers a second.
Exactly. So we do expect that separation to occur in about a minute from now, but
I probably shouldn't during
they do
any
wait
kind of
until they
pop
have
or
full
recording.
confirmation that it is ready to separate. Such cool views. I cannot get over this view that we are seeing right now. Bob and Doug on the right screen inside of Crew Dragon out in space.
Yeah, already 200 kilometers over planet Earth, or a little over 124 miles, traveling in excess of 2,700 meters, 27,000 meters per second, or about 16,000 miles per hour.
What's happened to that camera? What am I looking at?
Again, we're just standing
is the
by.
left
That
camera?
separation event should be coming up shortly. Then they'll begin a series
No
of
idea.
checks on the Draco thrusters that are going to be used to maneuver and then power Dragon on its flight to the International Space Station.
Okay, they're moving
Standing
to
by
deploy.
for separation.
Expected loss of signal, Wallops.
Oh, they're
Sounds
about
like
to.
we had an expected LOS loss of signal with one of the ground stations.
Okay, that's not.
Waiting for confirmation now of that.
Dragon separation confirmed.
Dragon separation confirmed.
There is a great view right in front of you
Countdown
of
1 is
Dragon
emerging.
separating.
Separation confirmed.
What landing
And there's
mass is
that call out. Dragon is now
Can't really
officially making its way to the International Space Station today.
What is it? Trying to see where they are.
Dragon
Can't really
SpaceX with that
tell.
separation call. We have a few words for you from our
It must
Falcon
be
19.
somewhere in like England, where they were talking about landing in Ireland.
Standing by.
Dragon, Chief Engineer on Dragon to Ground. Bob Doug, on behalf of the entire launch team, thanks for flying with Falcon 9 today. We hope you enjoyed the ride and wish you a great mission.
Thanks, Bala. Congratulations
that,
to you and the F9 team for the first
People that
human
like flew for NASA,
ride
they didn't
for
get like this
Falcon
kind of technology,
9,
so it's really
and it
cool.
was incredible. Appreciate all the hard work, and thanks for the great ride to space.
Copy all.
Oh,
Good
and
luck.
Mike, proud of you guys and the rest of the team. Thank you so much for what you've done for us today, putting America back into low Earth orbit from the Florida coast.
They're in
Copy all.
Florida.
Good luck. Godspeed.
Did they say they launched off the Florida coast? No, they might. What is?
All right, so Bob and
tell.
Doug
That might be
are in
Mexico.
And Dragon
space.
or-
SpaceX, we confirm nominal ECLS activation
Flying
and
over.
service section
I don't know.
Draco
It might
checkouts.
be.
Nose cone deploys in progress.
Copy all. We're
Can't really tell.
monitoring.
It might be.
The Corps here in Hawthorne giving the crew a heads up that we have
Barely
confirmation the
tell there's
nose
so many
cone is
clouds.
deploying. So again, that nose cone is going to open up a little bit more than 90 degrees, goes up to about, I think, 105 degrees, and that's going to expose the actual docking ring and the hatch that they're going to be going through once they attach to the International Space Station, and also 4 of those Draco thrusters, we call them the forward bulkhead thrusters, that are going to be used for these major phase burns or firings of those thrusters to actually raise their orbit gradually over the coming hours. Also heard good activation of the ECLSS, that's the Environmental Control and Life Support System. That's everything controlling their atmosphere, just keeping Dragon a nice, safe, habitable environment where they're going to be living for the next 19 hours until they arrive at the space station.
Right, exactly. And Falcon 9's job may be done for today, but the mission is not over. Crew Dragon's job is not done. As you can see, Bob and Doug are still inside Crew Dragon, making their way. It will be a 19-hour trip to the International Space Station before they dock tomorrow morning.
They're docking tomorrow morning.
And such cool views. I love that we can get these live views here and see and watch what they're doing now that they are in orbit.
Yeah, it's incredible to just be looking over their shoulder, to be along for the ride. And we're going to be with them, and we're going to be with all of you the entire way for their journey to the space station. We're going to be covering live throughout. Bob and Doug will obviously have a sleep period where they'll get about 8 hours of sleep a little bit later today before they wake up for all of their final approach. One of the major things we are looking forward to in the next couple of hours is going to be their first turn at the controls. So they're actually going to be using those touchscreen displays to take control and manually pilot Dragon. We'll walk you through what that's going to look like, and assuming we have some good ground station coverage, we'll be able to get views from right inside Dragon, looking over their shoulder as they manipulate the controls at the display. But I mean, we had a smooth ride uphill, both stages of the Falcon 9 doing their job, placing Bob and Doug into orbit. I mean, this is a day, this is a historical day. This is us kicking off that new era of spaceflight that we've all been talking about and longing for since the Space Shuttle program came to an end in 2011.
Yes.
And the weather cooperated.
Yes, second time's a charm.
Right.
All right, so day for the history books. As you can see, we have lost some live signal there, but the mission still continues, and we're going to send it over to KSC to continue broadcasting live with you.
Loss of signal, Newfoundland.
Yeah, Jesse and Dan, we are just in awe over here. When I woke up this morning and looked at the weather forecast, I was like, man, we're going to be back here on Sunday.
The launch for today is pretty much done. Oh wow, 3.5 million people watching live on this live stream alone, which is that's crazy. And they've gained almost 100,000 subscribers. That's crazy. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm probably not gonna post any new reaction videos to a rocket launch into space because that doesn't really happen often. But I post videos weekly every Friday and the weekends. And I'll see you guys next time.